everyone. Thank you so much for joining me today. My name is Kara and I love to create through crafting, decorating, and cooking, and I love to save money while doing all my favorite things. Today I am taking part in a collaboration that is hosted by Domestic Diva Home and it's co-hosted by Deco Easy, and this is a tiered tray challenge. So I'm going to have the host's information as well as the playlist for this collab linked down in the description. Today I didn't spend any money on any of the DIYs that I did. I'm still just crafting from my stash and trying to avoid going to the stores as much as possible. So please let me know in the comments below which is your favorite DIY that I do today. I went for a hot cocoa bar and peppermint theme, so I can't wait for you to see it, and let's get into the project. The first project I'm making today is going to be this cute snowy mailbox. So I have this mailbox. This came from, I think, Dollar Tree. I believe I received this as a gift with some candy inside. But I'm gonna start by using some blue painter's tape to just go ahead and tape off the red flag because I do want that to remain red. So I'm just wrapping the tape all around that as closely as I can. And then I'm gonna take this outside and spray paint it black. So when I was finished with that, I took some white chalk paint and I just poured it over the top of this mailbox to give it a snowy look. And then I used two different types of glitter on top of that, this jumbo glitter and then kind of a finer clear glitter just to give it a little bit of sparkle. Next up, I'm gonna make a cute little garland. I had these paper straws left over from Dollar Tree from 4th of July, I think, and I cut them up to make some beads. And then I'm using thread and some of these red puff balls in different sizes for the garland as well. So I'm just gonna thread that thread through a needle, poke it through some of the puff balls, and then alternate with the straws. And on the end, I'm making some tassels. So this isn't the same tassel that I used on this project, but I just wanted to insert some footage of me making another tassel just in case anyone wanted to see that. So when I make a tassel, I just use twine, or in this case, I'm gonna use both twine and some white yarn for my Christmas project. But anyway, I just wrap the twine around 3 fingers, just enough to give me a thick enough tassel. When I have it about as thick as I want it, I will just go ahead and cut the end of that twine. Then I take another piece of twine and thread it through my loops so that it gives me something to hold on to. And then I take another piece of twine and tie it into a knot to secure my tassel, and I usually go about 1/4 of the way down on the tassel for this. Then I go ahead and wrap some of that excess twine around a few times just to give me a nice and secure band around this tassel. And then I'll just double knot that. And now I just trim the tassel and insert my scissors in between that loop to cut the ends and fringe them out. And there you have a tassel. So like I said, for this garland, I'm going to be making 2 of these with red baker's twine and some white yarn. And here is that garland all done. I think it's super cute and very Christmas. Now I'm gonna make a small ceramic sign using one of these ceramic signs from Dollar Tree. I went ahead and removed the sticker from the back. I'm going onto Canva on my computer and creating a vinyl transfer that I want to use for this. So I just went over to the elements side and typed in wreath and found one that I liked, and then I went to the text and I just typed in Christmas. to find myself a cute Christmassy looking font. So when I was happy with how this looked, I went ahead and just downloaded that image, and I'm gonna pull it into the Cricut design space. And once that is in, I can go up to the top and select no fill so that it'll make me a nice vinyl transfer. And this is how that turned out on black vinyl. I think it is so high-end looking and very adorable. So I am now going to put this vinyl transfer onto my little ceramic sign. And sometimes when I don't have the clear transfer tape that goes along with vinyl, I just use blue painter's tape, and I think it works really well. Let me know in the comments below if you ever use this tip. I really like it a lot. So I go ahead and just trim my edges, and then I am just going to remove the paper backing and very carefully apply this transfer to my small ceramic sign. Just look how this thing came out, you guys. I love it so much, but I think it needs a bow. So I'm gonna go ahead with some of this gingham ribbon that I had sitting around from another project. I did not have much of this left, but I have enough to make a little loop and a little tail for my bow. So I will take that, and I'm going to take some Dollar Tree burlap that I had on this roll. I'm just gonna cut myself a small piece to make sort of a backing for that bow. And then I will take a little bit of Dollar Tree jute twine just to hold this whole deal together. Now I'll pop that bow on with a little bit of good old hot glue, and it is good to go on my tiered tray. So believe it or not, the jars for this next project came from some yogurt. It's this really tasty French style yogurt called Oui from Yoplait. You should try that. Not sponsored, but it's very good. So I kept 3 of the jars from that, and I just wrapped a bit of buffalo plaid ribbon around and did a little twine on the top and called it a day. And finally, I just made this little hot cocoa sign on a Dollar Tree gift box lid. Super simple. Let's see how this all comes together. again for joining me for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and please give me a thumbs up if you did, and hit that subscribe button down below. And you can also follow me on Instagram. It's @CheapButReal over there. Thanks so much. See you next time.